You embrace new things, you have good ideas every day, and you remember that your teacher always said something like, "Oh, wow, what's this?" And so you are a creative person and you want a nice watch. Let's find it. Welcome to Caseback Watches. My name is Tim and our topic today are watches for creative people. And in case you consider yourself a creative person, then you are in very good company. For example, we remember Pablo Picasso with his Rolex GMT Master. And he also sported a very nice triple calendar Jaeger LeCoultre. Or think of Andy Warhol with his Cartier Tank. Or think about all these nice smaller artists in your neighborhood with their hipster Casios. Or think about Van Gogh. He sported a Swatch MoMA. No, sorry, this was not correct. Swatch robbed his painting Starry Night and then they created a watch with that. Anyways, let's find a watch for you now. I have 6 suggestions and these are not affiliated links. You will not find some Amazon trash in the description of this video. These are real nice watches I've picked myself as a, let's say, watch geek, a fellow watch geek. Yes, let's start. Our first watch is for the comic book artist who has realized that the golden age is over. The money will never come. But that's really not a reason to wear these Casios. So, Timex T80 34mm. Timex states about this watch: our T80 is a throwback to the decade that gave us big hair, big music and big dreams. It also pays homage to our original digital watches, some of the first to hit the market, quote end. The specs are quite typical for this genre. We have a 34mm case and of course a quartz movement. Crystal is a plexi and the water resistance is poor with 30 meters. But at a price of only $65 or about 60 euros, you can get it in a nice golden tone. And all irony aside, if you like this retro segment of quartz watches, then go for it. Even owners of high-end mechanical timepieces often have something like this in the drawer and then in the summer also on the wrist. And now a watch for the London-based fashion designer, Nomos 528. You've seen this watch here on the channel more than one time, and this for a reason. The 528 TV format watch was created by the back then 20-year-old designer Bettina in the United Kingdom. The watch then won the A Design Award for Eyewear and Watches, gold medal for the 528, and now the watch is also placed in a museum. It's really an eye-catcher with the case size of 45 to 33mm, and it's by no means a gimmick. The Nomos is Swiss-made, equipped with a Celita movement, sapphire crystal and immaculate finishing. The price for the most basic version is £820, so we are close to the 1K mark, but the watch has proven its qualities with a large fan base. More colors are coming up and it's really worth a look. And now something for the aspiring painter in the US. Nomos Club Date 38 limited edition for Hodinkee. The club is a success model, especially in the United States, because of the pleasant form, the dimensions, the insane quality and the colors. Insiders in Germany call Nomos an advertising agency that makes fine watches. That sounds like brutal criticism, but in fact there are professionals behind the drawing tables. Here you don't find the colors from the local copy shop. It's more exquisite and therefore the Hodinkee Club is selling pretty fast. But when you manage to buy one, you have an eye-catcher in the classy size of 38.5mm with a nicely decorated hand-wound movement and the immaculate finish Nomos is famous for. Price here is indicated with $2,250, which are roughly 2,100 euros. For our painter this could mean hot dogs for 1 month, but the watch might be worth it. And for the creator of conceptual art with a tendency to vintage sci-fi, the Yema LED Gold could be the right pick. This is the reissue of a 70s watch, Yema's first LED display, and so it combines retro and futuristic design. The display only lights up when pushing the button on the side of the case. A second pressure will reveal the current date and a third one the seconds. Despite his brutalistic look, the size is moderate, 37.5mm in diameter, 42.5 in length and a thickness of only 10.5. The crystal is mineral and the water tightness indicated with 100 meters. It is a very affordable watch with only $299 or about 250 euros. And there are even large discounts available, but you gotta be quick, it's nearly sold out. Well, imagine this thing telling you something with that HAL 9000 computer voice. It would scare the shit out of me. For the followers of HR Giga, I bring you the Hentschel H1 Chronometer Mystique. Now we're in the upper tier. The Chronometer Mystique is an ultra elegant dress watch with hands made of black rhodium. The sapphire is perfectly anti-reflective so that you can enjoy that silverish black without disturbance. The watch comes in two diameters, 39.5 and 37, in steel or white gold, and is only 8.5 millimeters high. Caliber is a modernized and hand-decorated AS1130, tested and regulated over 1000 hours in 6 positions. Parts of it are also plated with black rhodium, and the price here starts at 8,890 euros or around 10,000 US dollars. So if you're looking for something that is understated and badass, at the same time, this could be your watch. And now the piece for the Asian-inspired watercolor artist. Meet the brand new Kurono Grand Urushi Aoyama. Available only in Tokyo for 340,000 yen, which are roughly 2,300 euros or 2,470 US dollars. Here we cannot speak about a dial color. Here the term composition made by hand would be more appropriate. What you see here is urushi lacquer made from the filtered sap of a Japanese tree. The lacquer absorbs moisture from the air as it hardens, making the lacquered surface perpetually shiny and slick. Over time, urushi will become harder and more scratch resistant as the curing process continues, even after the initial manufacture. The watch is with 37mm case diameter on the smaller side and fairly fragile with only 30 meters water resistance. It's powered by the automatic Miyota Movement 90S5 and equipped with a sapphire crystal. Each dial color is limited to 188 pieces and the brand promises there will be no re-editions. Okay, welcome back. And now I have a nice special for you, 470. I presented these watches, I've sold these watches often on the channel. So this part here is affiliated because I'm highly interested that the project 470 with handmade dials is successful, and I will do my utmost to provide that. I'm very proud that I'm part of this operation here. And the next pieces will be in the Caseback Watches online shop in January. So if you don't want to miss something, then please sign up to our newsletter, casebackwatches.com, link in the description. You scroll down and then you can sign up to the newsletter. And Cormac, the owner of 470, has produced a very interesting and beautiful and nice trailer I have the pleasure to show you right now. Wasn't that impressive? I mean, this is a one-man show, a one-man operation, and Cormac still is under effect of his stroke. He suffered with 47 years, and now he has some support from friends and his kids, but basically it's a one-man show still. And then this nice trailer and these dials, he's flooding me with images of upcoming dials. I mean, look at that, it's just perfect, it's just so exciting. And so I'm very happy that I can show you these watches in January. And as the last part of this video, I'd like to show you, as always, a nice image from a viewer, and this comes from Dan from Denmark, and he sends an image from his Steinhardt Marine. And I wasn't aware of that watch so much. I recall Steinhardt, the German brand, as for their Rolex homage, basically, or copies, let's say. But this thing here looks pretty decent. And Dan has sent this image together with this side here, and he writes, "My wife and I enjoyed a walk in the beautiful snow-covered sunset, came through the parish Friedhof," this is a cemetery, and the German war grave section placed there. Now, while the section hosts some military graves, most of the interred victims are refugee women and children who succumbed to either the flight from war-torn Germany or the rather harsh and inhospitable conditions in post-war camps. One was actually situated between our home and the graveyard. Pretty grim story, I must say. But Dan, thank you very much for sending this in. History and watches, this is always a good combination. And dear viewer, if you want to be a part of the show here, if you want to show us your watches and your sights from home, then please don't hesitate. Use caseback.watches@icloud.com to submit some images here. Alright, and that's it for this video. As always, if you'd like to join me on Instagram, it's caseback_Tim. And now let me thank you very much for your attention, and until next time. What was this? Stop it. Sorry.